All right, what's going on, Titan Nation? How's everybody? We're about to get ready to get started in just a bit. Got something very special in store for you, and we are going to have a lot of fun. And so I guarantee you, you are going to be in for a treat. And we finna get ready to get started. So make sure y'all share this show out and make sure y'all follow up right here. And we are going to do this in just a second. So here we go. Good evening, Titan Nation. How is everybody There we go. Good evening, Titan Nation. How's everybody doing? Welcome into a brand new edition of Titans and Truth. I'm your man, Chris, aka Blue Enforcer, and we are going to have a very fun episode for you this evening. As y'all saw on the graphic, it's Ladies' Night. It is Ladies' Night here on a Wednesday, and we are going to bring in some very, very special guests. And I am definitely excited to have these wonderful, wonderful ladies on with us tonight. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring in some guests of mine. First and foremost, I bring in the one and only from the Ladies of Titans Twitter, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie, how you doing?
Hello, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am doing great. I am excited to have you. This is truly an honor and a privilege. I know you're like the queen of Titans Twitter. And so,
Thank you,
you know,
thank you. I
you know where it's at.
I
And
I
so
do. We are actually. It's gonna be. It's fantastic. It's such a blessing to be where I am, and to be on here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
yes, you are more than welcome. It is an honor and a privilege. And hopefully you told some of the other ladies of Titans Twitter to tune in.
I certainly will. We will get that word out.
Yes, indeed. Now, we are in a room of royalty tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because there's more. Next up, I want to say she is of Greek nobility. She is definitely one who has mystical powers that help the Titans do what they do best. I believe she has a I believe she has a brother by the name of Zeus. But I want to see what she about. She could give me some mystical powers. The one and only Miss Titan Goddess herself.
Tight.
The Titan Goddess. I just, oh my goodness. When I was able to find out you were coming in, I'm like, I have true royalty on this show. This is incredible. I have a goddess on the show. I have, this is incredible. I am honored. I am
I am
privileged.
honored. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And of course, we have more royalty, Tennessee Titan royalty, because if you don't know her, I don't know where the heck you've been. I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under, but all of Titan Nation know who this lady is. The one and only Miss Loretta, aka the Crazy Titan Lady, a legend. A legend in
Legend.
the house.
Right.
Tighten up and don't lighten up. Yeah.
Hey, that is her. That is her specialty. That is what she says and does it best. And I am beyond honored. I am beyond just privileged to have just such royalty on this show. And I got one last guest via Facebook. We had to work out some technical difficulties. I have I have the lovely Miss Mims. I know she can't get everybody else, but we got her. I'm gonna try to see if I can get her in here. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get her in here, y'all. Y'all work, everybody. I appreciate everybody. Everybody out there, y'all work with me. We're working through some difficulty, technical, but we gonna get this worked out one way or another. And let's see. But got her in right now. Miss Mims is coming in just a second, and we're gonna be talking about this game we got coming up because I mean, there she is. There she is. Let me see. I'm trying to get you in here. So we try to get you in here and everything. Let me see. Share audio. Okay, I think that's what's going on. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it, and the audio should be coming in. Miss Mims, how you doing? Yes, yes, yes. And I hope everybody else can hear you too. I know Miss Stephanie had to step out for just a second. She'll be back in. But ladies, first off, we gotta first of all, I gotta play something special for y'all. Hopefully it ain't too crazy. But since it is indeed ladies' night, just gotta play this. Gotta do it. This is what it is, everybody. Okay. Had to have a little fun. Had to have a little fun with everybody. Had to have a little fun with everybody on that. It is indeed ladies' night, and we are going to enjoy this evening. And so, first of all, we got to get into the news. I want to get your thoughts. I'm gonna get each of your thoughts on Ms. Mills. I'm gonna cut you out for just a quick second.
I said go. I said go.
But here we go with I want to get y'all thoughts on the Titans roster. We have our initial 53-man roster, and obviously we do have a few guys on the COVID list. We did have a couple of guys, Harold Landry, Racy McMath come off. I believe Ryan Tannehill should be coming off today, if I'm not mistaken. With that, I haven't seen any updates of Tannehill coming off just yet, but with this roster, and I'm going to show both the offensive and defensive side just a bit. What were y'all initial thoughts of this roster? Do you think we have a good enough roster that we can do what we're supposed to do and take care of business? Miss Stephanie, I'll let you go first.
Who?
Oh, let me see. Miss Stephanie, I got you.
You said me?
Let's see. Miss Loretta, I'll let you go first. I think we have some technical difficulty. What do you think?
I think we have a Super Bowl team this year.
Hey, I love the optimism. I love the optimism.
Agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Miss Stephanie, what you got?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I think we have built a roster full of guys that are gritty, they're determined, they're ready to go.
Oh, Miss Mills.
So the world.
Yeah, go ahead, Stephanie.
And hush all the haters.
Yeah, we definitely got haters. Definitely got haters.
It's our time. I think we have done this and we've addressed that defense.
Yes.
I
yes.
think we're ready. I think we are ready to go this year. I may be in a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ms. Mills, I'm gonna let you come on back in. What were your initial thoughts? Buddy Bud. Definitely. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. I just, it's this roster, I think, is built to win. I mean, obviously, we still got to make a few other moves. We still got to do some other things. Miss Titan Goddess, I don't know if I got your input in just yet. What are you talking? What are you thinking?
I mean, last year our offense was beautiful to me. We just definitely needed to address the defense, and we did that. And we even brought more light to the offense. And like the crazy Titan lady said, I predict the Super Bowl this year. I really do. I feel it. The God is never going to say anything different, but I really feel it. I love what they're doing, and I have faith in them. I try not to watch too much stuff on the off season because it'd be a little nerve wracking, but I like what they've done. I really do.
Well, I definitely agree because, I mean, this team is definitely built to win. I think they're set. I think they are from top to bottom. We have this top offense. We have this. I mean, we have the improvements on defense, and that's something that we're definitely going to address, and definitely we're going to talk about with this first game coming up against
Right.
Arizona. So, yeah, we still have a few guys coming off of the COVID list, and we're waiting on that. And as everybody can see, we're going to take a look at this COVID list. This is what we have right now. Now, of course, Harold Landry has come off the list. Racy McMath has come off the list as well. We're waiting. I believe Jeff Swain may have come off the list as well, because that's why they went ahead and cut Luke Stocker and added Michael Pruitt back to the practice squad. Y'all waiting on Ryan Tannehill and Ben Jones to come off, along with Nate Davis. So we still have a few starters left to come off the list. And again, this is how the roster looks right now. Remember, everybody out there, we still got a few moves to make. This is not completely set in stone, and everything. But I do want to ask a quick question. I'm gonna sidetrack just a little bit and ask everybody, and then Ms. Mills, I'm gonna get you in too. What did y'all think with the backup quarterback? Because I said before the preseason game with the Bears, I thought it was Matt Barkley's job to lose. And every time I tell somebody it's somebody's job to lose, it's like a kiss of death. It's like I have basically just condemned them to the worst kind of I've condemned them to the worst kind of death that anybody could ever see if I say it's their job to lose. And Matt Barkley fell through the curse again. So I'm trying not to ever say it again. But do y'all think we're okay with Logan Woodside as the backup quarterback now? But Matt Barkley is on the practice squad. What do you think?
Oh,
I'll go back with Miss Loretta.
I think Logan Ryan. I'm not Logan Ryan. Yeah, that's his name. What's Logan?
Woodside.
Logan. Logan Ryan. Lord have mercy. Logan Ryan been gone.
hey, this is a live show. This is a live show.
Okay, I know.
We going with it. We gonna have some
He go.
laughs. That's what we about.
Logan Woodside. But I'm glad Mac Barkley is on the practice squad.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
think
yeah.
that that pick that he threw in the first half, they had a good drive. That pick maybe just basically sealed his fate, because that was just a bad interception. Because if he hadn't thrown that, I think he gets the job.
Well,
So,
Logan threw one too, so
yep, that's true. That's
well,
true. Titan Goddess, what you got?
I I'm about with you. I think that was this kind of nail in the coffin thing for him. I'm really hoping that Ryan stays healthy, but
yeah,
we
yeah,
do, we
yeah.
want a good,
Back.
backup quarterback. We need that. But I do believe that pick is what kind of sealed his fate.
Yeah,
Hey, well, I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. Stephanie, I want you to chime in on this.
Sure.
See, now with Matt, I just felt like it would be a lot better if he was there because he got some experience. But I mean, they trust Logan, and that's always been Vrabel's favorite word. Trust. What you got?
That's the biggest thing I took away from this. Matt, it was Matt's job to lose at the same time, even though he has experience. Logan has experience with the playbook. He has experience with the players. This is his second year as a backup, so he's familiar with the entire team.
yeah,
Familiarity and trusting is Vrabel's thing, and so I think where Matt Barkley had the experience, Logan had the experience with the team, and that's what
oh
he
yeah,
probably went
yeah,
with the fact that Logan knows the team inside and out, and it's not something that they have to work too much on. It's not more of a project than it would be to get. But Matt looked ready, and that's why I'm glad
yeah,
they have him on the practice squad. But
yeah,
Logan's like,
yeah.
okay, I know this team inside and out. I know this playbook. I know what Rabel's thinking, what he wants, and so I think that's why he edged out in the end. But
Yeah.
that fire, he showed some fire. I love that competition during the Bears because he showed some real grit on one of those drives where he took off and got the
Mhm,
first down on a fourth down because he had to go
mhm,
out there and show he's like, this is my job. I don't want
mhm,
anybody to take it from me. So it was
No,
great to see that.
mhm.
absolutely. And now, Ms. Mills, that's a good question. And I like how Stephanie brought that up. Do you think with Matt Barkley possibly being just over Logan Woodside's shoulder, did that really light a fire under Woodside? Did that just wake him up like, he's back there, but he's like looking over his shoulder like, this guy might take my job. I better step up. What do you think?
Mm, mm.
Oh, I
Yep,
think I lost Ms. Mims. You there? I got you.
yep.
Live show, everybody.
Yep, yep. I,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. that that does, and that makes sense, and that makes sense, and that's why I think he's on the practice squad and everything. Because if something does happen with Ryan injury wise, we still have another backup with some experience. Now we will say this: ever since Ryan has become the starting quarterback, he hasn't missed a game, which is and I'm gonna bring this up right quick. This is just a little sidetrack. Read an article with our old quarterback Marcus Mariota, and he mentioned that maybe he was kind of turning into somebody that he necessarily didn't want to
mhm,
be or something
mhm.
like that. I read some article
I,
about that,
I
Mhm.
read.
but
Mhm,
the thing about him was he was injury prone. But with Tannehill, even though everybody thought that with him too, is that I don't believe he's missed a game since he's been the starting quarterback. I mean, he played all 16 games last year. He played every game the rest of the way when he got inserted. So I think we're in pretty good shape as far as quarterback is concerned.
Yeah, he's been the first quarterback in I don't know how long that's played a full 16 games without an injury. And thank goodness for that, because it's been forever since we've had continuity in the quarterback position, which is something that, not every team is lucky to have. With Ryan or with Marcus, I just wanted to say real quickly, I love Marcus. I will always support him wherever he goes, just because he was really cool when he was here, but he really did suffer for me from injuries and the fact that he had 5 OCs and 5 and then multiple head coaches during his time.
That's true.
Grow like he wanted to, and bless him, and he'll still make an appearance here or there. But Ryan just fits this scheme so well. He does what he's supposed to do. The team respects him. They'll go to battle for him, and that's all I could ask for. Like, Ryan turned into a whole different, which, like I said, I think it was Adam Gase was the reason why he didn't flourish the way that he was supposed to. And then the Dolphins really didn't have the pieces around him. Here he has the pieces around him to thrive, and it builds confidence in him. And you could just see the moment I fell in love with Ryan was in the Kansas City game when he ran in against the cornerback to collide to get that extra point. And from that 2-point conversion, when he was like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to run. I'm going to go head first, and I'm going to get this. And I'm like, that's who we needed. We needed somebody who didn't second guess everything that they did. And since then, I've loved Ryan ever since. Yeah.
Hey, I'll say this. First game with the Chargers, he got me because he showed I'm the quarterback of this team now. It's like a Captain Phillips. You're like, I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now. And Ryan he let it down. And as Chris Frazier would like to call him, Tanner Thrill or Tannerville. And that's basically what Nashville has started to slowly become. Although it does sit at the crown of the king, Derrick Henry. But we got a little piece of Derrick Henry's kingdom is Tannerville. We got a little bit of Tannerville in the kingdom of Henry. So Tannehill has proven to be a leader. He's proven to be a guy that this city can rally behind. It's about time Tannehill gets more respect nationally as a top 10 quarterback. I think this year he's going to get it. And so, but we do have to talk about this because we had a somber moment this week as one of our beloved favorite Titans has retired, Jarrell Casey. Retired as a Titan a few days ago. I just want each of you ladies to give a thought. What did y'all think of Jarrell with his time here as a Titan? Because I just think he was a class act. All 9 years he was here, had an incredible career, and I had a cameo with him at training camp. So shout out to the Tatted Monster. So I want to get each of your thoughts, Miss Larita. What was your fondest thoughts of Jarrell Casey?
Oh, when I got a picture with him, they were my fondest thought. But I thought I thought he was a great player, and when they let him go, and he realized that it was time for him to give up, and he apologized to John Robinson that it was a business thing, and he realized that, and he wanted to come out before he got injured and crippled. And he saw that, and I'm glad of that. And I'm glad he realized that he's a Titan for life. He's a Titan for life and always will be. And I'm glad of that. So,
absolutely. I definitely agree. I agree. Titan Goddess, what you got?
When he was with us, he did his thing. He represented, you know what I'm saying? He always came to play. and I'm honored that he's retiring as a Titan for life. You know what I'm saying? He earned that Titan for life.
Mhm.
Yes. Stephanie, what you got?
Jarrell Casey is probably my favorite Titans player. So this has been pretty emotional and just emotional to me as a person who loves him. He's the first jersey I ever purchased. Probably one of the few jerseys I'll ever purchase was from him or for has his name and number. Um, when he when he got traded, I'm gonna probably remember that day vividly because a couple people I was around. I was watching the Colts game just to watch, and they said he got traded to the Broncos, and I was in tears. I'm not even gonna probably one of the only players I'll ever cry about because I just
Hmm.
didn't understand. I did get it that John Robinson kind of comes from that Bill Belichick era where you need to make a player have them move on before it was their time of like right before like the year before and then lo and behold he comes back and retires but Jarrell is a class act on and off the field, and that's what made me fall in love with him as a player. He came in right after Albert Haynesworth, and so I followed him when he got drafted, all the way to when he got traded. My fondest memory, I met him at the kickoff party a couple years ago that the Titans had, where they did their scrimmage in the tunnel, and he was such a nice individual. He was talking to my son, he was talking to me. I was a nervous wreck because I'd never met a professional athlete before and somebody I idolized. It was absolutely incredible. But my fondest moment, I guess, would be one of his last, which when he strip sacked Lamar. Uh,
Hmm.
and Lamar just got so mad. I think it was just funny because he was almost throwing a tantrum out in the field, and Jarrell just didn't stop. Like he was an absolute monster, and you had to respect his game because of the fact that he was a monster. And now to kind of see him coming back the day he retired, when they brought him into the locker room and they put on the helmet with his sons, I was back in tears. I was like, y'all guys can't keep doing this to me. I'm done. I'm done with this. But now to kind of see his progression, and then now you see Jeffrey Simmons kind of taking over. So it's really amazing to kind of see that handoff from Hainsworth um, to Jarrell to now Simmons. So yeah, Jarrell's probably my absolute favorite player.
Absolutely. Miss Mims, I know you have something. I know you have something to give on this one. Hmm. Ah, the infamous fourth down, the infamous goal line stand.
Yeah.
He got him. Yep. Came out for the power with it. Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Hmm. They were right there. Right there. It would have been the first trip. And I'll say this you know, with my memory is plain and simple. I think Jarrell Casey is definitely, and they were talking about this on the radio, he should be in the Ring of Honor, without a doubt. He should definitely be in the Ring of Honor. He deserves it. He's probably one of the all-time great Titans. We're not talking Titan / Oiler. We're talking specifically Titans. He's one of the all-time greats. My memory, first of all, training camp, and I couldn't pull up the video that I have of him. He did a quick a Titans of Truth cameo for me and everything. Tatted Monster. I remember that night I was at the training camp. Got a cameo with him. Got a cameo with Amy Adams Strunk, and it was I was honored, and I ain't gonna lie, I got starstruck.
Yeah.
With that, and I mean, I still remember any of his sacks. He would just go, salute every time he comes up from a pile with a sack, and it's just that 99 with. Whenever you see Jarrell, it's like you got 99 problems, and Jarrell Casey is one. And
He
so,
all 99.
That's right.
hey, that good old 99. And so that was, I mean, anytime I saw that, you knew 99 was somewhere to be involved. And it was and two other plays that I remember. One, I believe it was against the Jets. We were losing a game, and that was the year I think they did a trick pass to Mariota, and he ran and scored. But there was a play, it was like a screen pass or something, and I guess nobody really picked up on the play. And next thing you know, Jarrell Casey goes and chases this guy 40 yards down the field and catches him. I'm like, that's dedication. He could have just easily gave up on the play. He could have just gave up on the play and been like, hey, we'll go to the sideline and think of something else. But he didn't. He did not give up. He did not give in. And that's just something that I always will treasure. And when the news broke out that he was traded, I remember exactly where I was. We used to work for FedEx. I was working for FedEx. I was sitting at my desk, and I was working on something, and the notification came through my phone. So I took a look, and it said, Jarrell Casey, Titans trade Jarrell Casey. I'm like, J-Rob, what the hell are you doing? That was my first initial thought.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first thought. I'm like, J-Rob, what are you doing? That's stupid. You don't trade our best defensive player. But I had to take a step back. I had to step back a little bit, and when I hear the money amounts, I'm like, okay. Even though that trade, it broke my heart so bad.
Yeah.
It broke my heart. But I understood from the business sense, and I had to remember, I'm kind of a reporter now. I have to think objectively. From a business sense, I'm like, I understand why he made the move.
Yeah.
You're saving $10 million now. You're saving $13 million next season. He was getting a little bit up there in age, so I'm like, yeah, I understand it, but I just wasn't feeling it. I'm like, he was one of my favorites. I'm tearing up. I'm kidding.
I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I was in full-fledged, like, I was boohooing. I come out of the room. I was visiting my mom. My son was visiting his grandma, and she was just like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "They traded Jarrell," and I was absolutely heartbroken. Just like you, I understood it was from a business perspective. It was from a business standpoint, but just how much he meant and everything to the organization and to the fan base, it was very rough that day. I won't even lie, it was very rough that day.
I definitely agree. That one I had to wallow in my misery with like some fruit punch or some Arnold Palmer or something to kind of get me back centered, because yeah, that hurt. Then we go get Clowney, and I was like, at first I'm like, this is a great move. Then I see things transpire. I'm like, we gave up Jarrell Casey for this? Really? We should have just kept him. What the heck were we thinking? Po little tank. Po little tank.
And it hindered Jeffrey Simmons' game too, because you didn't have that double threat. So they were double teaming Simmons. So his production was down. I mean, he still caused ruckus, but I think with him and Casey in the middle, it caused more problems. So you really did see the defense from the front line perspective, defensive line take a little bit of a step back because it was all focused on Simmons. Or like stop Simmons, and you really don't have too much of a problem otherwise.
Yep. Indeed, but again, I appreciate that, and Jarrell is a class act. He was a class act all the way. He was a generational talent. The guy was picked, I want to say, in the second or third round, and became one of our very best. He earned everything he got, and I was just thrilled to even know him and thrilled to even have him on the team. And so, God bless Jarrell Casey. 99 problem. And Rashard Weaver, maybe Weaver might change his number, in respect to him. But I mean, although Weaver does look good, I ain't gonna lie, he has made 99 look really good. So 99, I think we can still hold on to, although we should burn number 10.
Oh, most definitely.
We should get rid of number 10 because it's how 99 has been somewhat good. 10 has been no good to anybody. To nobody. The number 10 has been a curse. It has to go. So, but ladies, I think we should all be excited because it's game week. Game week. We are a few short days away from kickoff, from game 1 of the 2021 campaign. We got the Arizona Cardinals coming in to this stadium, and I am just very excited. But before we get into that, everybody, I just want to make sure everybody out here, if you haven't already, make sure you share this show out. Make sure, even though I have hit 1,000 subscribers, and for that, I say thank you to each and every one of you for helping me hit that mark. But hey, we're on the road to 2,000 now. So I thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel. Make sure you turn on your notification on my page so that you can get all the notifications. Any show that goes live, you are able, you'll know that it's live, and you will be able to see it and join in and have some fun with the ladies and everything. So I think right now this is going good. This is something I think I'm gonna be doing every month. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit all the platforms, the TNT Enforcers page on Facebook, Instagram at Titans_N_Truth, and also on Twitter at TNT Blue Enforcer. And also, if you haven't already, as y'all can see, I have on my Titans and Truth shirt. I have on my swag. If you want to have the same swag as me, check this out. We have shirts available. We have some shirts up. I have my t-shirt. Lady, the lovely Miss Latoya Akinyemi, and she is a great friend of mine. She's also terrific at designing these shirts. You can contact her by email at queenbutterflytees@gmail.com or on Instagram at queenbutterflytees. You can also look her up on Facebook under this name. You can contact her, and you can give her your info. You can ask her that you heard from Chris. You want to get one of these shirts, and you get the information of size and everything. Small to extra large is $20. 2X and bigger is $25, and you will be helping her. You'll also be helping me. If you can't get to her, you can also hit me up on any of the pages. Also, my email address at Newell, that's CANEWELL 817@gmail.com. And we're also bringing out the hats. I want to get y'all thoughts on the hat. If you like the hats, I have somebody working on that too. We got these red Titans and Truth hats. Also can get them done in navy as well. So if you want to get the Titans and Truth swag before game day, hit me up, and you too can look as fly as me. So now that it is game week, we have the Arizona Cardinals coming in to Nissan Stadium. And they're riding high. They had a very good year last year. You got a former rookie of the year in Kyler Murray, kind of going into I want to say his third season as the quarterback of the Cardinals. They have that ever dangerous Titan killer in DeAndre Hopkins. Now, of course, you got Chandler Jones, a good pass rusher. They added AJ Green. They got the speedster Rondell Moore from Purdue, who I'm pretty sure a lot of Titan fans wouldn't have mind having. And of course, another Titans menace who we almost had a shot at, JJ Watt, also on the team. So you see in Arizona, ladies, I really, this is a hard question for anybody to answer. I'm going to get with each of you. How excited are you for this first game? Are you pumped, and are you going to be there?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'm definitely
I'm
pumped. Definitely
pumped.
pumped. Of course,
Yeah.
they're a good team, but you're never going to hear the goddess say that we're going to lose to anybody. So we're
That's
going to
that's
win
right.
the
Yeah.
game.
That,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Be ready, be ready, be ready.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am excited. Now we won't be there, but me and Nate will be cheering and yelling just as loud where you can hear us miles and miles away from the stadium. We're gonna be in our Titans through and through, and we're gonna be cheering and yelling for the boys. I'm pumped to see the guys come back. I'm really pumped to see Taylor Lewan back. As you know, he is excited to show that he's back. He's healthier than ever. He's ready to put on that Pro Bowl year. He's ready to etch that and back in as one of the best left tackles in the league, and show why he got paid what he got paid. Now, my biggest thing is you always have to worry about the Cardinals. You have to worry about Kyler Murray. You have to worry about D Hop, and then JJ on the other side. But what I'm not worried about are those corners that have to go up against Julio and AJ, and they're down to
Mm-hmm.
the skeleton crew now that Malcolm Butler, bless
Yep.
whatever he is going through, sending prayers to him and his.
Absolutely.
But now that he's on the retirement list, they're down to skeleton and rookies. And I'm like, you're putting rookies up against two of the best, in my opinion, the best wide receiver duo, and you're tasking them to keep them in line, and then you're still having Derrick Henry in the. It's really crazy because I know people are going to be watching to see how you scheme against that three-headed monster, and then you still have to worry about Tannehill, who could take off at any time. So to say I'm pumped is a understatement. I am hyped. I'm hyped.
Absolutely. Miss Mims, let me let you get in on it. Your turn. uh Jerome Boger, as many people like to call him Booger. I think everybody hates him. Everybody hates him.
It's a general a consensus around the Titans League that we are just not a fan of his.
At all.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Because I mean, you're gonna hate to hear this. Offsides, defense number 97. That is a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down. You hear that? It's like, oh Lord, this is not gonna go well. Usually refs don't do right by us anyway, but we're just gonna have to battle through it. Miss Larita, take us home on that one. I know you're pumped. I know you're excited.
I,
You
I
know,
am I am super excited, and as I always say on game day, we gonna go out there and tighten up, and we ain't gonna lighten up
Like,
at
no, no,
all.
not at
And
all.
I'm excited. I'm excited about Makai Sargent because I'm gonna
yeah,
give him a little name. Uh, he's gonna be a little beast junior, cause that
Lil
boy
Beast
he
Jr.
pushes them. Little beast junior, cause he can push them people just like Derrick Henry can. I
And,
mean, he be pushing them people, pushing them people. The nigga
and
up
you
and
know what?
down.
And you know what? Actually, I think besides, even though I know Kenzie made the practice squad, I know everybody was cheering for him to make it. I actually was very much happy that Makai Sargent made the team because I think he deserved to be on it. You know, is he carving up all the yards like Derrick Henry had? No, but
Oh no, 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 no.
you could tell when he was in the game, he was effective. He was
Mhm.
very
Yeah,
effective,
yes,
and he
yes.
was very hard to bring down.
That's what I'm
And
talking about.
Makai, I think, even though and with Darrington dealing with that injury, he's gonna get some play in this game. So we don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's gonna happen with Darrington Evans. And I said this on, I believe it may have been Titan Upload show last week. I said, and I might have even said this on my show, on my prediction. This is probably Darrington Evans' last chance
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
he's been injury
Mm-hmm.
riddled last year, and now the injuries are popping up with him again. And it's like, if he don't show that he can make it through at least most of this season, next year his job is seriously on the line. No questions asked.
Especially,
So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
oh
off.
no, go right ahead.
I was just saying, especially if Sargent does as well as I'm hoping he's going to do. He was looking for
Mm-hmm.
contact. That was my biggest takeaway
Mm-hmm.
from the preseason. He did not care whether or not he was going to get hit. He's going to lean forward. He's got those running back tendencies that we're known for. We do go through the run game, and it's been a while since we've had uh, thunder and lightning like Chris
Mm-hmm.
Johnson
Mm-hmm.
and Damian
Mm-hmm.
combination.
Yeah.
No one's had to fear anything besides Henry. It would be nice to have somebody else that people would have to fear besides Henry in the run department. Like 17 games is a long time. Henry conditions, he's okay with 17 games, but I love the fact that Sargent could come in and make a difference. I'm actually kind of okay that Evans is on IR for the first 3 weeks because it really gives a chance for Sargent to etch his name, especially as an undrafted free agent. I noticed like
Mm-hmm.
between him, like Robinson for the Jags, they go hard. They're
Yeah.
thankful for their opportunity. They want to show why they're there.
Mm-hmm.
He's just ready. He's like, I'm coming at you. You're gonna have to go through me,
Mm-hmm.
not me go through you. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be the other way.
and and
Mm-hmm.
and and
Mm-hmm.
that's the impressive thing when it comes to undrafted free agents, because I mean you look at Minnesota with Adam Thielen, undrafted free agent, and he's one of the better receivers in the game. You know, I mean, as much as I don't really like mentioning his name, Antonio Brown, fifth, sixth round pick, became one of the better receivers in the league. And so, I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter where you're drafted. You could be a sixth, seventh round pick like a Cortland Finnegan or undrafted free agent, really make a name for yourself. And you could be a first round pick. Allah, as a name I hate to mention, I'm just gonna do it. Fat Panda, who can't stay out of social media, could be a first round bust. I hated that pick from the beginning. Y'all saw that. So, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're drafted. If you can produce, you can produce. You gotta just know how to play football. And I forgot to mention this with Marcus. Marcus was the first round pick. He could play football. It's just he was trying to be perfect. He was always trying to be the perfect quarterback. He was afraid of making the mistake. He was afraid of throwing the interception. He was afraid of the sack. He played not to lose instead of play to win. And that is why, as probably a lot of you have seen, that Facebook video where I went off and I turned against him. I did. Like a wrestler, it's like I felt like I took a chair to the back of Marcus and I betrayed him. I did. And everybody still laughs at me to this day about that. And so that just tells you it doesn't matter where you're drafted. If you can show and produce, you will earn your time. And I just think that's what's going to happen. So in this game, you know, as usual, we have our blue. We have, of course, the blue enforcer 4 points to victory, and you know it's back, y'all. We have our 4 points to victory, and this is what I think the 4 things the Titans can do to ensure a victory and ensure what they could do, and you know we'll get thoughts on that. But number one, start fast, set the tone for the season, get off to a good start, come out, you know, don't worry about the nerves of the first game, just come out, punch them in the mouth, take it right to them. Don't show no fear. Don't be trying to think, oh, we got to get around J.J. Watt or we got to get around Chandler Jones. Go at them. Same thing with Duke. Same thing with Duke Hopkins. Don't be afraid of him. Yes, he is a terrific receiver, but I think we are now a little bit better equipped to go after him and to be able to shut him down. Or, well, I won't say shut him down. He's one of the best in the league. But slow him down, at least somewhat neutralize him. And that's what we have to do, and make sure that A.J. Green is not a factor, because A.J. Green is really, really good. And, you know, we have to we just got to be careful. So we just got to play. You know, we start the season off right. We start off fast. We start off, set the tempo, and you know that leads us to a victory. So, Ms. Loretta, what do you think about that? Do you think I'm right, or you think I'm right about setting the tone?
I don't think she can hear.
You got me.
I don't think she can hear.
Yeah, she was doing a little signal like she couldn't hear.
Let me see. Let me get back with it. This Titan guys, what you got?
I'm sorry, the question again.
Yeah, well, what do you think of this point? You know, starting fast, setting the tone for the entire year, just coming out, taking it to them early.
Just go ahead and handle business. Do what you got to do. Don't be trying to test the waters. Just dive right on in, like you said. I do believe that should be. Let's stay healthy, but let's dive on in there. Let's go and do it. It's better for them to try to play catch up than for us to play catch up. I hate playing catch up. Let's go and knock them out. Get it over with. First round punch.
Absolutely. Let's see. Stephanie, what do you think? We start fast?
Oh, most definitely. I think, like Miss Titan Goddess said, start off fast, get that first. I love when we get a touchdown on the first drive that sets the tone, that says, hey, we're here to play. And when they set that tone fast, they can run Henry and just milk the clock. Like, the best defense to me is preventative defense. Keep Kyler off the field, and starting fast and getting that tone and setting that line that says we're here, we're ready to play, can allow Henry to just bleed the clock as much as possible. And that works for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Mims, what you got on that? We set the tone. Absolutely. You definitely got to start fast. We got to start hard and begin. Hey, Miss Loretta had to jump off a bit. We were having some technical difficulties. Hopefully we get her back. But yes, we definitely got to start fast, set the tone for this season, number one. Number two, we definitely got to establish the identity. I mean, a la King Henry. We know that's the identity on both sides of the ball. We got to establish that identity on both sides and get it off. I think we got Miss Loretta back now. Let's see. Miss Loretta, you good? All right. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I ain't get her back. But we definitely got to establish the identity on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Get it started with King Henry, because it all starts with him, but now it won't have to necessarily him be the be all end all, because now I'm like what AJ said to everybody. With our offense, good luck. Good luck.
Pick your poison.
Right.
Because again, as Stephanie alluded to earlier, you're gonna have to, first off, you gotta stop Derrick Henry. You're gonna have to shut him down first. Then, if you try to shut him down, then you're leaving one-on-one with Julio on one side, AJ on the other side. And you're thinking, well, okay, you know what? Let's back off, double team Julio. If you double Julio, then you're leaving AJ one-on-one.
And you don't want to do the yak god like that. Ooh,
And,
Lord,
and
you
then,
don't want to do the yak.
and then, but if you say, you know what, hold on, let's creep over to AJ's side a little bit. We put our top guy on him. You're really going to put your second best corner on Julio? Really? You're just asking for trouble. And then if you even happen to have two competent corners, you got Josh Reynolds in the slot. Chester Rogers has proven he could do some things. Anthony Ferguson in the middle. And even if you do all of that, that's right. I forgot somebody. That big 250-pound tank Ferrari in the backfield that wears a crown on his head that we all bow down to. We worship the king. He'll run through everybody. And Stephanie said it again. Don't forget that Tannehill can take off too. So it's like, pick your poison. So we're definitely going to see. You better have a really good defense to stop this one. But on the other side, defensively, what has to happen, get off, and I'll mention this later. Set your identity now that you're going to be a good defense. Set it up. We're not going to be the laughing stock. Third down is not going to be our Achilles heel again. We do that, we got a good shot at this. And like I said, let's welcome Julio to Tennessee the right way with a touchdown or two. Let's do that. So that's what I would say about that. I'm going to go ahead through these other points and then I'll get your thoughts. Last but not least, number 3, just be who you are. Don't get too cute. Don't be predictable. Just play your game on either side. Be who you are. Don't try to get too fancy, trying to outsmart, because then in the end, you outsmart yourself. Don't do that, because we do have that tendency to do so. And last but not least, show improve defensively. Get off the field on third down. This 50% on third down cannot happen again. Get it down to around 30%. Get around to about 35 to 38%. We'll be all right. At least show improve from 28, move up. I've said this many times. If we could just get from about 28 to maybe in the teens, 12 to about 17 defensively with our offense, I think we could do a whole lot of damage. And I think we could be very successful if we just get to that point. So show improve. And so I want to quickly get your ladies' thoughts on that. Titan Goddess, I'm going to let you go first. What did y'all think? You think I had some good points there?
I think you have some awesome points. And like I said, I'm going to add in there, let's stay healthy. Let's stay healthy. Let's stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? But those are awesome points. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on in there, punch them in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Establish that identity. Let the whole NFL know, because we're tired of being laughed stock. We're tired of not getting enough credit. We are tired. This is our year. Let's go on out there and do what we got to do and stay healthy. I just got to add that in there. Please, let's stay healthy.
That is actually a very excellent point. Staying healthy is going to be extremely, extremely important, especially with 17 games. We're going to have to ride this thing out because we got 13 straight games before we have a bye. So, and I mean, we'll have a little bit of a bye also with the San Francisco game towards the end of the year. So we'll get a mini bye and the bye towards the end of the season, which could do, if we're in position playoff wise, that could do wonders for us towards the end of the year going into the playoffs, instead of having it early where we got to play it all the way straight through. Let me see if I get Miss Larita. Let's see if we have her back. Miss Larita, I got you. Oh, Miss Larita, I think you're on mute. Let me see. I think you're muted. Let me see. You got it? I unmuted you. You got it? Let's see. We'll come back on now. Stephanie, what you got? Jump on in.
I love your points. I absolutely love your points. I just wanted to add, like she said, Scott said, stay healthy. I will say this team is built to go the distance. We went, we had a bye week 3, and we still won the AFC after going
Yes, we
13 straight
did.
games.
Yes, we
Afterwards,
did.
we're built for this. Also, after this bye, we get the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. I mean, what else better could you have in this? And it's the first week of December. It's D. Henry Hemper right there.
Yep.
And you're getting Jacksonville after a rest week. Oh, I'm so excited for that game. Um, but yes, most definitely, those points are excellent. Between establishing our identity, not getting too cute. I think that's going to be a big difference with Art Smith not being here this year. He kind of got a little too cutesy with some certain things. But I don't think that, I'm hoping that doesn't happen this year. Just stay true to yourselves, true to our game. We've got one of the smartest coaches in the league. He's smart enough to outsmart the other team for us. So let him do his job and outsmart the other team for us, and just come into play, and show everybody that we mean business this year. It baffles me that even after winning a division title, we are still in second place to the Colts, which I can't wrap my head around the fact that happens. But that's okay. Let's just go out there. What we do best is we don't talk stuff. We just go out and put out
We
our
do
best
it.
work, and we go out and
Yes.
do it. We go out and win. We just it's that grit for me. It is. It's just that underdog story. We thrive off of that.
Absolutely.
That's us. And go ahead, keep sleeping on us, keep sleeping on our quarterback. Just keep saying all this, and that. But when we come in and we shut you up with running you right faced in the mouth, you ain't got nothing to say to me after that.
You got that right. Ms. Mills, talk to her. What you got? What do you think of the points? Next man up. Mm-hmm. I absolutely. And I think I know. I think I see exactly what you're saying. As far because that's what's gonna have to. That's gonna have to happen in games. Is that you're gonna have to make adjustments. You're gonna have to make adjustments because, and you got to do that as the game goes on. Because the other side, they're gonna adjust to what you're doing. You got to be able to make it a. And they say, people say it all the time. You got to be able to make an adjustment to the adjustment because they're going to adjust to you, you're going to adjust to them, and at the same time, when they adjust something, when they change something up, we got to be ready to change something up on them too. So that way, keep them on their toes. Keep them on the toes, keep them guessing, keep them thinking. They never know what's going to happen. So I like that very much. You're absolutely right. And let's see. So I know I don't have to. I know the answer to this question, and I'm going to put this out for everybody and leave your comments out. Predictions. What are you thinking, everybody? How does the season get kicked off? Do we kick it off with a win, or does it look like we struggle and we make it just barely to the end? I'm gonna get everybody. Let's see, Miss Rita. Let me see if I got you now. I know we had some technical difficulty, but we got you back. Then we still got it. We still got some difficult. Miss Rita, I'm so sorry. I know hey, everybody. We had some difficulty, but we working through it, y'all. We working through it. It's a live show. Everything's all right. It does happen with technology, but Miss Rita has been a trooper the whole time, and I so appreciate it. Well, with everything. So I know what she'll say. She would say, tighten up,
Don't
Don't lighten up.
lighten up.
That is the jam. We gotta make sure we have that played all over the place everywhere. Because I'm like, that needs to be the
I've-
chant.
I feel
So-
like that's something that I need to push out from the Ladies of Titans Twitter page this week.
I
think you
agree.
just gave me my idea for what to do the week of the game, because we were trying to figure out something to kind of get that that Twitter rocking, Titans Twitter going, and I think you just helped me, Miss Loretta. I think you just helped me.
And I would say another thing is, I say we need to find a nickname for the defense. If they really do good, I think we need a nickname. I thought either Music City Mayhem or Nashville Nasty. Y'all leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think of that. Tighten up, don't lighten up. Hey, Miss Loretta made that famous, y'all. But for the defense, I'm really thinking either Nashville Nasty or Music City Mayhem. That's what I think we need to call it. MCM. I'm liking the sound of that. So
I like the sound of Music City Mayhem. That's such a great, and it's local. It just describes what that team is gonna do. That defense is gonna do. I'm here for it.
we definitely got to push that. So everybody in the comments section, I know I haven't been able to get to a lot of your comments. I'm sorry, but give me your thoughts. What do you like, Nashville Nasty or Music City Mayhem for the defense? And give your predictions. I know what these ladies are going to say. Titans win or they 0-1? Titan Goddess, what you got?
Y'all already know what I'm going to say. I mean, I don't mind saying it again, but you already know what I'm going to say. We're going to win. We are going to. That's what we're going to do. This is our year. I say it every year, but I mean it. This is our year. We're going all the way. And in honor of our defense, just to put a little plug in there, some of my costume is almost done. Look, I came with the shield, the armor.
Oh my goodness.
Freaking awesome.
Fire.
This defense is going to be, they're going to come strong with offense, and we're going to win, baby. We in there.
All right. I like that. I like she getting the gear ready and everything. I'm like, yes.
I love it.
Hey, I'm hoping, like I said, I got some gear. I got some new jerseys coming too. I mean, there gonna be some times y'all will see pictures of me with these shirts on, but I also got some very special new jerseys that a lot of y'all will probably see me in my number 70 jersey with my last name on it. But I got something else in store. I got a Carolina blue and I want to say another navy on the way. Coming too. So I'm hoping it gets here before the season starts, but I got something special in store. I got my gear too. So, and obviously I saw from Miss Loretta, if she can give me, I know she gave a thumbs up. So, I know she's thinking victory as well on that. Stephanie, what you got?
They're going to come out and they're going to answer a lot of questions. Not just the defense, but special teams. I think that is one of the biggest things. Thank goodness for Sam Ficken. And first off, I love his name. How can you just not like Ficken? That is the most kick-ass thing to say. Just thank goodness for Ficken. And through the preseason, just to watch him was incredible because we've had so many issues and instabilities since Suck Up that I think, to me, the defense does have a lot of questions, but special teams, huge to have a reliable kicker that we've needed in the past couple of seasons. So yes, most definitely, we're going to come out, we're going to answer those questions, but more importantly, we're going to get this first win in front of a pretty much sold out crowd. You can't beat home field advantage. We need to take that back. We need to make sure that Titans fans are loud, roaring, maybe set off some false starts. That's what we've needed. It's been 2 seasons since we've had home field advantage. We need to take our stadium back and make people fear coming to play the Titans at home.
I know that's right. That has been a major issue for years, and it is time to take our stadium back. Without a doubt, I can't wait. I'm going to be there. And you brought up something very, very important that I should have mentioned. Yes, special teams is going to be a major contributor on that. And I hope I get to hear Mike Keith say, "Kick us up, it's freaking good." I'm just like, man, he is freaking kicking. And they might have some
Some fickin'
kicking.
shirts. I need some Nashville hot fickin' shirt. That's what I want to
Hey,
see.
some hot freaking chicken. Oh man, and I can hear it now. I can hear it now. Everybody be like, man. I mean, look, everybody be like, freaking.
Between him, Morgan Cox from Baltimore, who's one of the best long snappers, those all play a part. Like that inconsistency, the one game we didn't have Bo Brinkley, that showed. When we didn't have our GOAT punter, the greatest to me of all time, Brett Kern, when we didn't have him in for those couple of games, that hurts. That's why I think special teams is just such a vital part to the organization. Because Ryan, Brett Kern can just flip a field. He will pin you back in the 5 like it's just his next kick. He doesn't even fathom it. That's going to be so important, pinning them back, making them drive all the way down the field. That's what we need.
I definitely agree with that. And I mean, and Ms. Mills, let me get you in just a second. But yes, that is going to play a part because, I mean, what did it for me, I mean, yeah, it sucked for Tucker McCann that, that he got ran into because, that Atlanta game, he was starting to make kicks, and I could tell the confidence was coming for him because I know he had some struggles, with kicks last year, even on the practice squad. And, at first this year, there were news coming out like, I don't know, he was inconsistent. And, that Atlanta game, I'm like, Tucker McCann is really kicking. Like, he's doing well. And then he gets run into. It's like he had a shot. And he had a real opportunity, and I think everybody would have been proud of him because we know he's worked hard at getting to that point. But then, Ficken gets his shot, and the fact that Ficken nailed a 58-yarder against Tampa Bay,
incredible.
That won him the job, and I think that won him the job. And it was like, well, we could put McCann on IR. They don't need to bring in nobody else. Because obviously they brought in another kicker to the practice squad. So they're thinking we're okay. Because, I mean, in practice, I believe he was 60 of 67 in practice, but he's made all of his kicks in the game so far. And so as long as that continues, I think that spells very well for the Tennessee Titans in the future. Ms. Mims, talk to me. What you got? I like that. The 16. Mm-hmm. Josh Norman, which is still famous, to this day. That stiff arm that sent Josh Norman to the moon. And I mean, he did that other one to Detroit. It was like I still remember on that top 100, and Taylor Warren came over to Derek. He was like, oh my God, you pushed him all the way up into the suites where my wife and kid is. I'm like, oh my God, that poor guy. You're like, oh, that poor guy. Just, I mean, I was like that. I was like that with Derek and also the one in Detroit. All I kept thinking when I saw him, he pushed him into the ground. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that dude has a family.
He does. And that poor guy just got called up from the practice squad the day before. So he told his family, y'all got to watch this game. This is my first game. It was the first play he got brought in.
That's his first game. And Derrick Henry just basically buries him into the Nissan Titans turf. I'm like, oh my God, we might be witnessing a funeral. Rest, here lies the Detroit Lions safety in his first game, probably his last game. You know, he lived a good young life. You know, he tried to stop the Beast King and failed tremendously. And I'm like, oh my God, we feel so bad. He leaves behind his mother, his mom, his family. You know, prayers up. We gotta go fund me for him, for his family, because I mean, I just received word from the Derrick Henry Kingdom, the Beast Kingdom. He says, I'm sorry I had to do your man like that, but tighten up. So it just oh God, I felt bad for that kid. I really did. But here's my prediction, and I'm gonna make sure it's as solid as possible. I think the Tennessee Titans get a hard fought victory. I am going to give a score. I'm going to give a score. I'm going to say it's going to be a little tough in the beginning because they're trying to fill it out and everything. But I think the Titans pull away late and get some magic with Derrick Henry. I think he does what he does. And I'm going to predict Julio gets his first touchdown as a Titan.
Yeah.
I think Julio gets his first touchdown. AJ will do what he has to do as usual. The Tennessee Titans win, and I'm going to give my score prediction. I say Titans win. Final score, Titans 31, Cardinals 17. That is my final score. That is my prediction. You see it right there. Titans win 31-17 to kick off this new season 1-0. 31-17. That's going to be my final count.
I'll take it.
Same here. That's good. I like that one.
So before we get out of here tonight, everybody, and thank y'all for keeping up, even with the technical difficulties and everything that we've dealt with, but we've made it through. Ladies' night has been a success. So it looks like maybe this should stick around for a while. I think I might have to keep doing this because it seems like it's too much fun. Ladies, it's been all about you tonight. For all the female Titan fans out there, leave your comments. What did you think of this show? And as we close this out, and Miss Loretta, I don't know if you can hear it. I know you have plenty of memories of your time as a Tennessee Titans fan, but Titan Goddess, I want to start with you before we get you out of here. What made you become a Tennessee Titans fan, and what was one of your favorite memories?
I became a fan. Well, I was liking the Titans a little bit. I love blue, but I was liking the Titans anyway for a little bit. But when I went to my first game, the energy in Nissan Stadium, it overwhelmed me. And I was sold ever since my first game, like 13 years ago. I was sold. I was locked in as a Titan fan. And one of my greatest memories, my boyfriend and I, we met through the Titans. We're both super fans. And our first game together was the 2018 when Henry ran for those 99 yards. And that was electrifying. That was our first game together, and it was amazing. So that would definitely have to be up there as the top as one of my favorite moments because it just like sealed the deal. But yeah.
That means love is in the air. I like the sound of that. Love was in the air. It was meant to be. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes. It's great to hear a love story. That much is a fact. Let's see. Stephanie, what about you?
Well, I've been a Titans fan for a while now. Actually, what pulled me over was the defense back in the early 2000s, like between Albert Haynesworth and Javon Curse and Vanden Bosch, all of them. Like that was our version of the Legion of Boone back then. Was that Steeler defense? So that's what sold me. I've been a fan ever since. I just have a few key moments, and one is really not. It's football based, but it's kind of just like the things that have been happening. One is probably being in this. One is being in this chat room with these, or not just chat, but the live stream with these wonderful, wonderful women that are Titans fans. They bleed blue. I look up to each and every one of you. I'm not gonna lie. When I said when I came in, I was absolutely fangirling when I saw Miss Crazy Titans Lady, Titans Goddess, Miss Mims. I've looked up to each of you this entire time. Like, you guys are wonderful pillars of statuesque, goddess, queens, royalty in this Titans community, and it's what pushed me to create that same environment on Titans Twitter. When I created Ladies of Titans Twitter, it's our year anniversary now, which I can't believe we've been around for about a year. I just wanted to get women together who all could share their love for the Titans and just be that sound that we need to back our boys up. And now we have the page and all that stuff. Just to see where we go. We created the hashtag I Stand with the Titans last season, and to see like Lance Smith use it and the Titans pick it up, I was just done. But like I said, this moment here with you wonderful ladies beats all, because I'm looked up to each one of you. Oh, since I've been a Titans fan. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and these wonderful women this platform to speak about our love for our team. I appreciate each and every one of you and what you guys done for the community as Titans fans and as wonderful kick butt, take charge women in our community.
Mm-hmm. And I will definitely say that I gotta make sure I get in on that Ladies of Titans Twitter page myself, because really I know Mr. Titan connected with you. Shout out to Mr. Titan and Titan Upload, by the way. I know he connected with you, and I mean, I went back, I saw that show. I'm like, man, I did not know it was like this. I knew there were female fans, but I was just floored at all of that. And it's like, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's what tonight's show is all about, because I know I have a lot of guys that watch the show, but this is what I want to also do. I want to make sure more females tune in and understand, hey, this is for you as well. This is for you ladies as well. Y'all are as much a part of this Titan community as anybody else, as me, Upload, Titans Weekly, Lee, and all those guys. Y'all are a part of this too. So that was what this is all about. I wanted to cater to the ladies tonight, and that's what it's all about, because all of you are queens. And I don't know if Miss Loretta can still hear me and can come in on this, but I know for a fact, when I have to admit, I remember meeting Miss Loretta for the very first time, and that was. And I believe it was the draft. It was a draft event at the stadium, and I think we were all able to go on the field. And I remember my guy Tavares was there, and so my guy Tavares, shout out to Tavares, my guy there. And I saw Miss Loretta for the first time. I was floored when I finally met her. I was like, ah!
That's exactly how I felt when we came in here.
Meeting Miss Loretta for the first time was like incredible. And then, I saw her game. She had her, everybody noticed Miss Loretta be dressed to the T's. She be dressed to the nines, ready to rock and roll. She be dressed and ready. Like, I remember she had on, I think it was like a vest that was all beaded up, and it was beaded up. It was creative. I was like, she is rocking and ready, and I'm gonna pull up a picture of her now. Like, you see her woman cave, like it's legendary. And so, I know she can't hear anything, but hopefully, she understands. So I'm kind of speaking a little bit for her, but I know she has plenty of memories, and just, I mean, for goodness sake, she was on the sports cover of the Tennessean. She got on the Tennessean. She's been on TV. Like, she's one of the more famous Titan fans around. So like I said, I'm honored to all of y'all. Now, Stephanie, I've talked to you for a little bit now. Titan Goddess, I've seen you, of course, all over I've seen you on YouTube, on Facebook and things like that. Now finally talking to you in person, truly an honor. And and now I'm gonna bring in Ms. Mims. Ms. Mims, of course, we talk quite a bit on Facebook and everything. What made you become a Titans fan, and what was one of your favorite moments? Mm-hmm. 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 The community. I got you. Mm-hmm. 100 Oaks. 100 Oaks. Yep. Mm-hmm. Layaway off. Yep. Yeah, I do, and I do remember that story about him paying off the layaway and things like that. And I do also love the I think they do it under the Jefferson Bridge. They do under the Jefferson Bridge every year. They feed the homeless, which a lot of people probably say, well, the Titans are not connected to their fans or anything like that. Like, come on, they're out in the community. They do a lot, in the community. They do the caravans. They do the caravans every year, and they go all over the city. They come to like Jackson. They've come here. They come to Alabama and things like that. So they do a lot in the community. And, some people maybe don't see what they're doing because it's not directly with them. But, they do a lot in the community. They do a lot as far as trying to give back as much as possible. And that is something that does truly mean a lot. And now I'll give my favorite memory, my favorite story. And everybody probably knows my story, so I'm gonna be real quick about this. Of course, I've been a Titans fan ever since 1996. I've been a Titans fan for over 25 years. Um, e- everybody knows that in the beginning of my life, I was 6, 7 years old. Y'all are gonna laugh at me for this. I was one of the biggest Dallas Cowboy fans you could ever know as a kid. When I was a little boy growing up, Dallas Cowboys was my team until about 12. And so when my dad passed away, and he was a big 49ers fan, so we always went at it. And so when he passed away, I kind of stepped away from the game. Even though I played in junior high, I was playing it, but I didn't really watch as much football. But then I'm like, I hear about Steve McNair and Eddie George. I'm like, oh dang, what's up with these Oilers in Houston? These Oilers in Houston. Let me see about them. And so the Oilers, were starting to really come up. And, that was when I really started to get into kind of them a bit. And then, of course, I do remember the Bills game with Warren Moon. I remember that, that debacle where we had a 30-point lead and lost it. But when they got here to Memphis and then moved to Nashville, I was hooked. And, I couldn't go to the Liberty Bowl. I'm going to be at the Liberty Bowl later on today, cheering my alma mater, the Tigers, on in a little while. But, when they moved to Nashville, it was like, I'm in. They're in my state. They're in my home. I'm there. I'm in it. And so 99, when we got to the Super Bowl, the Beauty City Miracle was awesome. Then, stopped at the 1-yard line. Broke my heart, even though I will take this to my grave. Kevin Dyson was in. Kevin Dyson was in. They did not review it. They should have. That was a touchdown. It should have been overtime. I will take that to my grave, and I will make sure that is on my tombstone. Here lies Chris Newell, Blue Enforcer. Kevin Dyson was in.
Yes.
That is going to be on my tombstone. And that is going to be, everybody can see it and they'll know what I'm talking about. But I've been with him for all this time. I would probably say the game when we played the Seattle Seahawks at home was probably one of my favorite games that I got to see live. I remember in 2011, November 2011, against the Cincinnati Bengals. That was my very first game at Nissan Stadium because we were up 17-7, thinking we're going to win. They come back and beat us 24-17. All I kept saying with the rest of the crowd was, I'm like, defense, Andy Dalton's going to AJ Green the whole time. Go to AJ Green. That's where he's going. Like, I knew where they were heading with the ball. I'm like, he's going to throw to AJ Green. That's it. He's the only guy he's going to.
That's it.
So that was my first game. The Seattle game was probably one of my favorite games. And then and if you're on YouTube, go look up on Titans and Truth, scroll and look up the video with the Eagles game where Corey Davis catches it in the end zone. Probably one of my favorite moments where I just went bananas. If you saw that video, I was like, yes. And I went crazy on that. So that video is on YouTube. If you see it, go check it out. Titans and Truth, Eagles, Titans comeback, game winner. Check it out. I went nuts when that play happened. So those are just some of my favorite moments. I'm happy to be a Titans fan. I love this team. Always will. Glad to be, doing this show for all of you, for all you ladies out there, because I feel like all this time, not only have I grown into a group of fans, I've grown into not just a group of fans, not just a community, but I feel like I've gained a family. I really have. And now, we want to bring more people in, I have a whole bunch of subscribers and a lot of people watch and stuff like that, but a great connect is what I have. And I treasure this always. And with all of you ladies, it's just been an honor and a privilege and everything to be around you, to be with you. And, again, y'all, ladies' night is not going anywhere. I think we might have a hit. I think we might have something on our hands. Yeah. And, we're going to keep this going. I think we'll do this every first Wednesday of the month. Probably bring on a special guest. I hate Miss Margarita Lopez couldn't join us. And by the way, this Sunday, coming up in a few days, I will be this Sunday, I will definitely be around with her tailgate. I believe she's in Lot A, if I'm not mistaken, like right by closer to the north end zone, closer to the north side of the end zone on the visitor side, close to where the main entrance is. So on that side, that's where I will be. I will tailgate with her. I hope a few of you can make it over to that side. I'm gonna go live. Hopefully, I get an appearance from some of these wonderful ladies. Miss Loretta, I know I'm gonna see her because she's in a couple of sections over from me. So I know I can't miss her because I think she's in like section 145 or 146. She's not far over from me. I'll be in section 143. And of course, I know Miss Margarita will be in section 142. And so I'm stoked. Ladies, it's your night. And so I'm going to let each of you give your spiel, give your goodbye, give your spiel, and you tighten up feel. So, Miss Mims, I'm going to let you go first. And so, how can anybody find you and follow? Because you be coming out with some Facebook lives and stuff. So, I want you to give your final words. And Mims, you got me? Oh, I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna come back to you. Titan Goddess, I'm gonna let you sign on out. What you got?
Well, I want to tell you guys I was honored that you invited me. I had a blast. I got to meet some amazing people. I haven't had the honor of meeting any of you in person or getting any pictures. I hope to meet the crazy Titan lady one day. That would be such an honor for me. I know she can't hear me, but I'm gonna tell her I love you. Okay, she can hear me. All right.
Yeah.
I love you, and I can't wait to meet you and get that picture taken. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we go off the air, Miss Stephanie, I'm gonna follow you as the Titan ladies, the Twitter. Am I saying that right?
Yep, I will put my in the group in the private chat before we head out.
Add it up. Miss Mims, I talk to her all the time on Facebook, but we're gonna have to get us a picture together. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I appreciate you guys for having me. And new costume coming out soon. This game is gonna be ready for the new game. I've been working on it 2 years. I dabbled into something I wasn't ready for. I'm doing cosplay for this one. I wasn't ready, but it's gonna be ready, y'all, this time for real. And I'm excited. And I just love you guys. And this is our year. We say it every time, but trust me, you can write this down. This is our year.
I can't wait. And that is great. And again, y'all, she is the Titans Goddess. So if you see Titans Goddess on Facebook, she has the shield, she has the spear, she has her crown on. She be ready for battle, y'all. She be ready for battle. I'm like, that is just incredible how all of that comes together. Like, I need to step my game up. I got to figure out a costume for me a little bit. I'm an enforcer. I'm like, I got to have me a little gear, but I'm starting slowly. I'm not that great yet. So, Stephanie, I'm going to go to you on your final, of course, representing the ladies of Titans Twitter.
Well, thank you. So it's my at is at Stephanie P96. The app for the Ladies of Titans Twitter is actually at Ladies of Titans Football. You can find either two pages on Twitter. That the first one's my personal page. The second one is the Ladies of Titans Twitter page in itself. Like I said, I will. I follow regularly. We try to do just some things here and there, some hashtags and like that. And I will just quickly say thank you for inviting me as well. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in the presence of royalty in this community. I'm so excited, Titans Goddess, to see this creation because you are absolutely incredible. Your craft is top notch, and
yes,
I couldn't imagine the amount of time and effort and love, passion that you have to put together these pieces, not only for you, but to represent our Titans community. The Crazy Titans lady, just what can I say? You're absolutely the queen. And I'm so thankful. Like I said, I get to be in Miss Mims in every one of your presence because you ladies are who I am inspiring to be, who I work towards every day to bring light to this wonderful Titans environment. We are a family. I'm going to say this. I hope that us being here, the presence on Twitter can cause other teams to say, hey, we need to see if other ladies want to join. This is Nate, by the way.
Yeah, we got a future Titan right there.
Yep. I call him mini Josh Reynolds because I'm going to tell you he looks just like Josh Reynolds. And not, just I hope we inspire other teams to realize, hey, this is a community. Maybe our ladies can talk. Maybe our ladies can bring up a group. Maybe we can make our voices heard, and that's what all I want. I just want to shed light on our community, to shed light on these wonderful women that we have within our community. Amy Adams Strunk. I mean, what more can you say as the owner? She's incredible. She's done an incredible job taking over, and it can only just go up from here. This is our year. I'm ready. I'm ready to put that stamp. That Super Bowl ring is what we need. We need that Super Bowl. That is all we need. Yes, we may go to the park. Go sit down.
Yes. So I definitely agree with that, and I am honored by that. Let me see. Miss Larita, I don't know if I think she signed off a bit. Ms. Mims, close us out. Close us out. All right. As, yes. Hey, hey, I'll put it to you like this: like you and Miss Larita especially. Like I've seen many pictures of Miss Larita's woman cave, and I guarantee you, she puts well, she puts my man cave to shame. I still, of course, am working on mine, with the new house and all. So I'm working on mine. But Miss Arena, she puts a lot of men's man caves to absolute
Shut them back.
shame.
Just not in the same
It's
ball.
not.
Period.
It's not in the same realm. And I'm gonna, she may not be able to hear, but as you can see,
Look
she's
at that.
showing it. She's showing it. This is her woman cave, and it is stacked to the T. It is all nothing but Titan gear, and she adds everything on top of it. Like this has been in the Tennessean, y'all. This has been in the Tennessean, and
On the
like I
news.
said, she puts my man cave to shame. Like even the one I had in Nashville, I had it set up pretty good. She puts mine to shame. Like I'm like, Dad, I know I gotta get better. I gotta be better because I'm like, this, I can't do it. I'm like, man, she. I mean, hey, I will let Miss Loretta outshine me when it comes to that. I'll let her outshine me in every way possible. So yeah,
That
she
is
put me to shame.
immaculate. That is incredible.
Like y'all are seeing her give the tour. I know she probably can't hear it all, but she's giving the tour of her woman cave, which is a big deal, a very big deal. So, and to
Absolutely
all
honored.
and to all the ladies that are out here that have tuned into the show, thank you to everybody that's tuned in, to AZ Big, to Jameson Mizza, to everybody, to Zach Carpenter, my guy Lee, to Mr. Titan Upload. I know all of y'all are out there and everything. Thank you guys. I would definitely get with your comments, and we would definitely respond. Leave your comments. What did y'all think of Ladies Night? Because it has definitely been a fun one. It has been a fun Ladies Night, and I gotta see if I can leave us with that. one last time and give us a little bit of a feel. Let me see. One more time. Because that's exactly what it's been. Yes. So everybody, thank y'all for tuning in to Titans and Truth. I'm your man, Chris, aka Blue Enforcer. We going out in style to ladies' night. And and again, if you don't know, you need to make sure you are subscribed to the channels. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. I mean, if you're not part of the 1,000 that's already on here, you need to come on in, because if you don't, you're missing out on a lot. I'm telling y'all. These ladies are a prime example of just what Titan fans are, what we represent. So at the end of the day, all we can do is tighten up, because that's all we know how to do. So everybody, thank you. We out of here.